Nanotechnology is the science of building machines that sometimes are so small that you can hardly see them or can't see them. They're talking about building machines that are built on an atomic level. Machines that are so small and so intelligent that they can be injected into the human bloodstream, can actually discover and destroy cancer cells and self-eliminate. Is that amazing? I mean, what we can do, technology is off the charts. But just try keeping a family together. Do you see what I'm saying? That there's a gap between what we can do technologically and what we can do in terms of this internal realm. And so what we're seeing, these top-level leaders are seeing, my goodness, what an opportunity there is in closing this gap. That if what we can do is learn how to navigate more effectively in the internal realm, boy, is that going to impact the externals. So today, I would love to share a couple of tools that in our analysis after programs, we consistently here have not only helped people increase their measurables, but have also brought teams together and brought families together. So can I share some tools with you that might make an impact? Okay, good. And would it be okay if we had some fun today?
Sure.
All right, good. Amy told me that you're a fun-loving group, so here we go. I want to share a tool here, and it's on your handout there. The first tool that we're going to go over is something called the 3 mind factors. Three mind factors. And each one of these is extremely powerful on its own, but when it combines with the others, it makes an impact. Let's look at this. Number 1. The mind can only focus on one thing at a time. Now, when I first heard that, I said, that's ridiculous. I'm a multitasker. I can be working on my computer and talking to my daughter. I've got the magazine that I'm researching. What do you mean the mind can only focus on one thing at a time? But what research indicates is that the mind does only focus on one thing at a time. It just changes focus very, very fast. It shifts at the rate of 400 billion bits of information per second. Our mind can shift focus from one thing to another. But at any given instant, the mind can only focus on what? One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Second mind factor. And by the way, if you don't believe that, just follow somebody on the freeway while they're dialing their cell phone. Do you know what I mean? It's like the mind can only focus on one thing at a time. Second mind factor. The mind creates in the direction of its focus. If you've got somebody in your department that you don't like very much, and you keep focusing on what you don't like about that person, does that relationship get better or worse? Yeah, it starts to deteriorate. If you focus on what's not working in your organization, I don't mean in terms of doing an intelligent inventory, but if what you're doing is dwelling on what's not working, does that issue get better or worse? If you are focusing on what's lacking in your life, if somebody that you know is making more money with less effort, and you're comparing yourself negatively, does that issue get better or does it get worse? Third mind factor. Now, I know we're running a little bit late. How much time do we have left? Okay, when I asked that question, the instant I asked that question, what happened in the room? Yeah, there was a shift of focus. Consider the possibility that the third mind factor is something called the mind triggers on questions. The instant that we ask a question, the mind starts to go to the answer. It tries to find that. Just like you have a search function on your computer, right? And it starts worrying and trying to find that answer. In the same way, there's a knee-jerk reaction. And top leaders, top educators, top parents know this. They start asking intelligent questions.